Right. Okay. Coach Helen for YouFit Studio. Right. Today's podcast / live is about wanting what's easy until it's not. So I'll repeat that slowly with my teeth in. Wanting what's easy until it's not. Now I want to make it clear that when things are going easy and smoothly, by the way, it's not a negative thing or a bad thing. You should really enjoy those moments, right? When you have the smooth moments in whatever we're doing goal-wise. I'm going to use losing weight or health as the easier example, being that's what I do. So when things are running smoothly, it's great, right? It's like that shiny new penny of losing weight. You're in it. It's like you're there. Your routine is high. Your motivation is high because your consistency is high, right? You change heaven and earth to get it running. And guess what? It requires, and I say this, I always think this, everything slots into place, right? It requires minimum effort, it seems like, right? Minimum effort. It's just happening. It's easy, right? Weight loss sometimes at the get-go, especially blown trumpet, especially working with YouFit Studio, first stages, easy. Easy does it. Stage 1, which I talked about last week. Stage 1, easy does it. Weight is, it's like the things that the clients will say, I never knew it was so easy. I had that last week. If I only realised nutrition was this easy. Cheers, yes, it is. And when it's easy to do. When it's easy to do, it's easy to remain consistent. It's easy to blend it to your life. As I said, it requires minimum effort. And so it's easy to give the effort, right? Then, somewhere along the lines, who knows why, stops being easy. Well, I do know why. Of course I know why. Stage 2, right? It stops being easy, right? Suddenly it's a challenge, right? Well, hang on, I'm not losing weight. Why is that? I've stayed the same weight for the last 6 months. This is hard. Hang on, it was easy. What was happened? It was easy. Now it's hard. Hence the topic. Wanting what's easy until it's not. Often what happens is that at that stage, something's going, again, we're going into this roadmap again. Often what someone finds is that where they are, it's going against where their belief system is saying they should be, right? So it's gotten hard and suddenly someone's like, well, actually, I should have lost more by now. I lost more in the beginning stages. Why haven't I? And we know, I could go into, I've done a separate live on why this happens, right? The plateau. The reality is, if I go into it briefly now, if you want to catch up on that one in full, which you can. Why does it stop being easy? Because it's not as new anymore. Because people realise it is for life, not just for Christmas. Because life gets involved. Because routine gets challenged by children, work, stress, the pandemic, anything. All those unseen things that might throw into life and challenge you in different ways, right? So suddenly things become hard, right? And then the result of that, sometimes with a lot of people, is that there's a sense of failure, right? We talked about a sense of failure and shoulda, coulda, woulda. And as they start to get into it, start to realise that this is a lot harder than I thought. And so rather than slow down or stop, I'm going to jack it in. Giving up on weight loss goals to some degree, right? Because it's got hard. Now, this isn't all clients, by the way. This is a percentage of clients. When someone's in this stage, what do I hear? Well, this is what I commonly hear. The mystical they find it easy. I'm different. Things are different for me because... I think I've done a live. I don't know if I've done a live on that yet. Maybe I think I need to. It's different for me because I have to go to, I work longer hours. It's different for me. It's different for me, Helen, because I've got young kids. It's different for me because, right, so automatically putting up a reason why it's got harder and then being the reason why it's no longer working. So again, as soon as if something becomes hard, someone's resistance or reasons for not doing something become louder. Especially that first one, the mystical they find it easy. And by the way, they do mean other people that are still carrying on and still slogging away, even though it's hard, right? Because some people do. And Kate will attest to this as well. If it gets hard, you work harder, or There's my solution. Work harder. Or you quit because it becomes hard, because it stops being easy, and which has more value. There was oh God, what did my dad used to say? I think life comes easy, I think, is one of the things he used to say. All good things come to those who wait and work hard. I think that's a ketchup advert. However, fundamentally, he taught me that a lot, actually, my dad, that you work hard to get what you want. And often, sometimes we get into society where as soon as it becomes hard, it's a green light to actually back off and stop. The thing is it's really crazy as well that I think everyone could say, if you ask them, if you sit down and ask someone, or you ask yourself, a lot of people understand it takes concerted effort to lose weight. It takes a lot of effort to lose weight. However, contradictorily, we might also believe that it should be easy, right? Yeah, Kate's not good at quitting. No, you're not, mate. So I'm going to repeat that one again. So we recognise as people that losing weight takes concerted effort and is challenging. However, we also somewhere have a belief system that tells us it's meant to or should be easy, either because the mystical they, find it easy on Instagram, whoever these people are, or because, again, it doesn't match with where they're meant to be on their map. So in their heads, it's like, this is meant to be easy. It should be easy, although I know it's not. Can you see where the contradiction is? It exists. We all know it's not going to be well, if you come and speak to us, we'll lay out your journey very clearly, as we all know. If you remember, we say very clearly, it ain't going to take a month or 6 months, my friend, or even a year. Let's talk 3-year plan. Like this. And we lay out the land and set an expectation. And often, sometimes when people go about losing weight, when they don't have an understanding of how the journey is realistically like, they will often always get to that point where, like, I don't understand. They will stop as soon as it gets hard, because they're like, well, actually, this first section was so easy. Why is this? Well, actually, it just comes down to, let's set out the roadmap and understand it. Let's set some expectations about where the truth is. What is the truth is how far you should be along, and how easy and hard it's meant to be. If everything in life was easy, we'd never get value of it. That's a personal belief of mine. If it's easy, it doesn't have value. And that's how I think of my own weight loss journey. If it was easy, I wouldn't value it. If it was really that easy and didn't get hard at any point, and I didn't have to battle and have to fight and really dig and go to the gym at times where I really didn't want to, good up face, really didn't want to, and still go anyway, that's where it gets hard. That's where you battle through things. It's the small things as well that get hard, and they are meant to get hard. It shouldn't. It's not meant to be easy. Because if it was easy, we wouldn't value it when we get to it. I always say it to a client, if I could snap my fingers now and make you a size 8, would you be happy? Oh, no. There'll be no value in it. There'll be nothing to learn from the journey, etc. Also, it's not meant to be that easy. Otherwise, firstly, I'd be out of a job. I also always say that. If it was really that easy, I would not be employed. I'd be still working in a call centre. Hello. The reality is it's hard, and that's why having a coach is there to actually give you some insight of how it is actually in reality, what to expect, where it's going to get difficult, where it's going to get challenged, where it'll get easier again. This is the other thing, right? That some people are challenged because they haven't been or haven't got so far into a journey to actually appreciate and experience is that, yes, it starts easy. Generally, 9.9 out of 10. Starts easy, gets harder. Guess what? It gets easy again. It does. And then it gets a little bit harder. And then it gets easier again. And then it gets really hard. And then it gets really easy. It's always like that. It's a bit like life. The journey through health and fitness is like life when it comes to easy and hard. Sometimes you have those plain sailing minutes. Like I said at the beginning, you have plain sailing all the way through. Fantastic. Not real. You don't really learn anything. Plain sailing at the beginning. Yes, brilliant. Hit some choppy seas. Cool. Get back in line. Lose some more weight. Get a bit of smooth sailing once you understand what you're doing. Oh, there's a big wave coming. Go over it, find the smooth water, find it easier again. That is the reality of weight loss. So it's not that, to be fair, I called this wanting what's easy till it's not. The thing is, it will come easy and come hard all the way through the journey. The trick is to actually realise that that is the case, and that's how it's meant to be. That your journey is in reality the same as everybody else's around you in terms of what's difficult or what's easier. It's just you look and go, they have it easy. It's not the same for me. It's not the same for them either. Everybody has their own challenges. Everybody has their own waves to go over, their own calm waters to find. The thing is, if you keep comparing and saying, well, actually, it's too difficult for me, it's too hard, I can't do it because it's different for me, because then ultimately you will always find it hard as well, because you're always giving yourself a reason that it is. When actually it's more of solution based of, is how can I get over this wave? How can I make this easy for myself again? Why am I reaffirming it's hard by looking at everybody else saying they got it so easy, when actually the reality is, if I had a conversation with those people, they've got their own reasons that they're finding it hard. And the thing is that, again, it goes back to the real and the true. Doesn't it? Always does. When it comes to, even if it's easy or hard to lose weight, it comes to back to what is the reality, what is the actual truth of weight loss. I don't think I've ever spoken to anybody in my entire life, client or otherwise, that's lost a massive amount of weight when that was a... Did it in a day. Half a day. Did it in 2 hours. I lost all my weight in 2 hours. I literally just thought it away. I sat there and thought, I'd like to be a size 8, and it happened. There is nobody in the history of ever... I mean, I want to meet them now, because somebody messaged me and goes, I lost a stone in a second. I want to meet that person. The truth is, though, what's real, that's it's ludicrous. But the image of that is quite funny. How it's ludicrous, right, for me to say that and go, yeah, that's real. Hey, Daksha, well, that can happen. And yet, though, nobody really says, equally sits and goes, that was hard. That were nails. I slogged away. It's an interesting thing, isn't it? Nobody says the extremes. Not really. Like, if you have a link, like if you're interested or you haven't watched the interviews with our clients, that's they really go into the reality of it, of like, there's the challenges, here's where I overcome it, here's a challenge, here's where I overcome it, right? Which is the same thing as saying, right, here's a big wave, here's some calm waters, brilliant. Nobody even sits there and goes, do you know what? I don't even know why I was concerned about it. I just literally 1 week it was gone. I lost 5 stone in a week. Yeah, it was brilliant. I didn't even have to do anything. Didn't exercise. Didn't change my diet. It's really easy. The whole thing. I didn't even join a gym. I just thought about joining a gym and I lost a pound. I thought about it for a long time. that isn't real, except somewhere in our heads I think there's an expectation that it's meant to be almost as easy as that. And I'm going to do my next live, okay, dropping a bomb here. My next live is not until Monday, okay, so I'm away for a couple of days. So my next live is on Monday, and it's about expectation and time, right? The old tortoise and the hare. So I'm definitely going to go into that one, because this kind of blends quite nicely into each other. That's why I've done it. The thing is, the expectation of easiness and speed, and reality and it being hard and slow, and the reward you get at the end of it is very different. So as we said about value, if you want something quick and easy, expect something with less value. And by that I mean either a lower amount of weight loss, a lower amount of strength or resilience, or whatever you're looking for as a goal, and something that doesn't have much longevity. So if you want, let me repeat it, if you want easy and you want fast, expect something with lower value. So expect lower loss, lower changes in health markers, lower longevity from whatever you gain. Because this oh, I want to tell you this, right? I remember, I think I still mentioned this in a previous live. I still remember this conversation. It was like 2014, because I was sat, and I remember the girl's face when she asked me this question. I'd lost a lot of weight at that point, right? So I must have lost, I think I was around 3 stone. And I was sat there in the middle of the office, right? It's massive open plan office. Let me set the picture. It's a massive open plan office. Everybody kind of knows each other. Everyone's really friendly. It's really cool. I mean, I don't even think I was in mid doing something, and she just came in. She's like, Helen, I need to ask you a question. Okay. How did you lose weight? It wasn't like hey, you're busy, can I ask you a question? It's like, boom. I was like, oh. And I was like, okay, I'm going to, if I was really busy, I might be like a bit snappy and like, I'm busy. But I was like, no, I love YouFit. I love it. I'm going to talk about YouFit. So I was like, put my mouse down. I like swiveled. I'll pretend I'm swiveling, right? Set and turn. Swiveled. This chair doesn't swivel, but I'm attending. Oh, it's quite awkward. I swiveled and looked at her and I said, wow, actually, do you know what I've done? It's been a year of training 4 times a week and really being consistent with my food as much as possible. I've reduced eating out. I could see, as I was saying this, I could see the light dying in her eyes. Like, she was like, that doesn't... I could actually almost see the thought process. Instead of stopping, I kept going, because me being me, I was like, oh, this is going to be interesting to see what she comes out with. I was like, yeah, and I've stopped smoking, and I've actually, being that she's a smoker as well, really reduced alcohol. I have like maybe 1 glass every 2 weeks, maybe not even that. I'm eating like 3 or 4 meals a day now. I'm eating quite a lot. And it's just really part of my life. It's become who I am. Legitimately, this is what she said. I thought it was a tablet you were having, and then walked away. She didn't actually that was the funniest, bizarrest thing. She didn't actually respond to anything I said, other than say, "Oh, I thought it was a tablet." Like, the disappointment was thick in her voice. Like, you've. This is what I said. That the slow disappointment, realizing that it wasn't something easy. That she couldn't take a tablet and then lose 3 stone. That I'd had to put a year into something and really stick at it and remove all the things I thought had value to my life. That I knew that that's still something she was still doing because we used to socialise, right? And that was the outcome. Oh, I thought it was a tablet. That, though, is an example of where we expect and want things to be easy and have a quick feedback, right? Quick resolution. And yet the value of something like that, if you've known anybody, I don't even know, is the slimming tablet still around? I don't know if you've ever spoken to somebody who's taken these mythical tablets made of unicorn poo. I've yet to speak to or meet anybody actually who's taken any. And I don't know if it means that's because they actually lost weight and never needed to speak to me, or if they in fact don't exist, which I think is probably more likely. I'm yet to come across, and unless somebody again messages me, says 2 things: I lost a stone in a second, and also I took the tablets, Helen, I am the real person. I'll be like, oh my god, I want to meet you. I've yet to meet anybody who's found a resolution that easy by taking a tablet. And yet, if you look at a lot of things over the years that are sold, it's very easy. The very easy ways of getting to something. And promotes that as well, right? So every time somebody, this is what feeds into this as well, is if somebody tries something and it starts easy and then gets hard, they stop it and then find the next thing that looks easy, and then they stop it and they go to the next thing that looks easy, because they keep trying to get the easy route because they're not in that space, or need perhaps something like YouFit with an accountability slide to say, hey, it's going to get hard, we're here. And that's the truth, right? So it's a blend of things there, I'm telling you. It's many multiple things, as they often are. However, the main message is, it's going to be hard, suck it up. And that's what I'm here for. I will help you get through the wave of hardness into the easy section again. That's my job. Thank God. I'm in a job. That's why I still have a job, because it keeps getting hard, right? So, recap. So it's always said, I love things when run smoothly. Don't get me wrong. Love it. Smooth sailing all the way. Losing weight, feeling happy, loads of energy. Yay. And then it just gets hard, doesn't it? Because things get in the way in life that are unexpected, like the whole world. And then when it gets challenging, because we're somehow taught it's meant to be easy, or we believe it's meant to be easy, some people suck it up, buttercup. Yes. Yes, Kate. That's my girl. Everything gets hard. We don't suck it up, buttercup. We say, no, I'm too delicate. I can't. And we'll move on and find something that's easier. And a sense of failure, right? I did use the word failure, but it is like when it gets hard, somehow someone has like, well, I'm failing because it's no longer easy. So I failed at this. So I'll jack it in. And what do I hear loads of? That it's because it's either they, point finger, they people out there, they find it easy. It's different for me because whatever it is. It's not the truth. Obviously, we compare our beliefs to other people, and to also where we think we're meant to be, that it's meant to be easy, etc. We do know, and I did say it's a massive contradiction. You ask anybody, they know it's hard, and yet somewhere in their head they also believe it's meant to be easy, or it should. Should be easy. Why is it not easy? It's meant to be easy. They found it easy. What it comes down to is accepting that actually this is the truth. This is what real long-term hard work, becoming a healthier person really entails. There is no mythical tablet. There is, however, a suck it up buttercup, as Kate would say, mentality that doesn't come from anywhere. Don't get me wrong. It's taught, it's learnt, it's supported through people like me and the other coaches to help you understand that on the other side of that difficult wave is another great moment of smooth sailing that will be just as good, if not better, as the first shine of losing weight. It's just getting over that wave to understand that it's there, to see it and experience it, and also know there's another one coming. But it's okay because we're here together, right? So, wanting what's easy until it's not. And as I said, back Monday, Kate, in the meantime, just practice a bit of that. 5 o'clock with the tortoise in the hare. Ugh. Well, why is the tortoise better than the hare? That's what I'm going to use. Being that it obviously is. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy the heat wave, the Caribbean that's coming. Hopefully you'll see me a different shade by then, enjoying it as well. Until then, have a fabulous time and catch you later.